So how do I use my secure card? These are some questions to improve my credit scores. So first question is, what is a secure credit card? Well, a lot of people don't even know what a secure credit card is, and if you have bad credit, nobody's maybe introduced you to this. But a secure card is where you're borrowing money that is secured by your own money. And so what you do is you go into a bank and you say, look, I'd like to get a credit card. They go, well, I'm sorry, you don't qualify because your credit sucks. Sorry about that. Your credit is low. Okay, so they go, but we do offer a secure credit card program where if you put $500 in the bank, or it could be $200. There's some online companies that do it for $200. You give them $500 that goes in a savings account. This savings account is their collateral against them giving you a credit card, which allows you to borrow up to $500. Sometimes you might have to put $550 in there, have the $500. But I mean, it's all based on the same premise, is that you're securing your own money. Now for this, the reason the bank does this is because they're charging you interest on your own money, and they may even be charging you fees on your own money. But that's okay, because it's a minor part of what we're talking about, because we are trying to build our credit score back. So that's the premise of here. And so the next question is, my credit is bad. Why would a bank give me a secure card? Well, because it doesn't matter what your credit is, because you're not borrowing their money. You're borrowing your money. So it seems like most of the big banks don't have a secure card credit program. Some do. I think Wells does. One of the local credit unions here in town, Smart Credit Union, I think has a good program where they don't even pull your credit. You just have to make the deposit in one of their savings account, and they'll send you a MasterCard. Another question, I don't have the funds to get a secure card. Well, that's a problem. And if you don't have the funds to get a secure credit card, then you're probably not really in a place where you're going to be buying a house anyway. I mean, it doesn't take but $200 to get a secure credit card. You can get those online. So if you don't have that money, then guess what? It's probably too early for you to be talking about this. I got my card. Now, what do I do? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in the next slide, but I wanted to point out a couple things on this credit card. This is obviously a bogus John Doe credit card. If you can get one with no annual fee, it's better. It doesn't matter if you have credit or not, or it shouldn't. But here's an important thing. Reports to all 3 credit bureaus. You want this, okay? It's very important that it report to all 3 credit bureaus, and would give you, after you've had a time with them, opportunity to upgrade to a non-secured credit card. Those would be all very positive things. So let's go on to the next slide. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to make an assumption that you're going to get a $500 secured credit card. Okay, that's our assumption. And what I want you to do, as soon as you get that card, I want you to go spend $30 to $50. Now, a lot of times what I tell people to do is to go and take your sweetheart for a nice dinner. Or you could go fill your car up with gas. And then what I tell you now is I don't want you to use the card anymore. You're done using that card for a month probably until you get your bill. Okay, so you use it one time. You're going to spend 30 to 50 bucks on the card. This is assuming it's a $500 limit card. If it's a $200 limit card, you're going to spend somewhere between 20 and 30 bucks. If it's a $1,000 credit card, you can spend $100. Then don't use it anymore until you get the bill. Okay, you're done using the card. As soon as the bill comes in, now this is really important, as soon as the bill comes in, immediately pay all but $10. That's right, I'm telling you to leave $10 on the bill. Do not pay it to zero. Read my lips. No, I guess you can't see me. Do not pay it down to zero. Okay? Now, do the same thing next month, or as soon as you pay the bill and you know that the bill has gotten paid, then you can go and spend $30 to $50 again and wait for the bill to come so you can pay it immediately. So this is not one of those deals where you're going to be using this card a lot. You're going to use this card very lightly. This is not a card that you live out of. It is we are using this card as a tool. Remember the master's tool? We're using this card as a tool. You will see within 30 to 45 days, you'll see a real jump in your credit once you use the card in this manner. Okay, so here's a couple do not do's, okay? Do not pay this credit card late. The worst thing you could do is pay this credit card late. The next worst thing you could do is to charge this credit card for more than 50% of your limit. So if it's a $500 credit card, you never want to get even close to $250 on this bill, on this card. And you do not pay the card to zero. So I can't tell you how many times I've gone over this scenario with people. I wanted to get it on this webinar so people understand how to use these secure cards and think that this will help you a lot. Okay? So this is Mike Durr, the Kingwood Mortgage Guy, and I'm telling you how to do this. If you want to call me, you can call me at 281-348-9899.